Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Obduction. Oh yeah, so we're still here in this weird place. Still don't know what's going on. We were able to release the waterfall last time, which seems to have not done a whole lot for us. There is like a little thing over here which we didn't speak to yet, and I don't know if that was not active until we released the water or what. Anyway, let's go ahead and make some progress here, check out some more things, do some exploring. The waterfall.
Part of our ecosystem here is our supply of water. It is supplied as a natural process of the system itself, and we don't really understand how, although the entire system is very closely tied together. The fact that one of the most important necessities of life has been provided to us has led many to believe that this place has a purpose. Others attribute a complex natural process which we one day hope to understand. Either way, we are glad to have all the water we need.
Yeah, having a lot of water definitely is something good. Alright, so... Oh, there's a beam thing and then it went away. I think that just kind of like shows that I got close to it. Is that what that is? Yeah, every time you get close to it, it does that little beam thing. Okay, so... Last time we discovered that there's a waterfall there. It looks like this whole thing turns somehow. We don't know how it happens. We saw there was a bug that kind of flew over here. I see there is like a walkway on top, so I wonder if we have to get up on that walkway somehow. That's probably the next thing we should look at doing. So let's come over here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a way up there from this side. There might be some kind of a path up there that I'm just not seeing yet. So we had the tree over here we know nothing about. We've seen the water tank. We've seen the windmill a little bit. And we saw like the dead garden. Cool. We still don't know how to get inside this house yet. And there is some kind of a track that comes over here. I wonder if there is a way up on that track that I just didn't see previously. I bet there is. Looks like there is a section of track here that's missing and would prevent us to cross. Maybe. All right, so how would we get up there anyway? We've seen the tree. All right, so we had this section right here that was closed off. There was a bug in there that kind of flew over this direction and landed on top of the house. Still don't know how to get up there to get to that bug. But I imagine that bug is going to be key to entering this place. Yeah, it doesn't really look like there is any ways to get up here to this, whatever that is. I guess there's a walkway or a path up there. We probably have to get in the house, I would imagine, in order to do that. Okay, so out of all the things that we've seen so far, I don't know if there's anything we have yet to explore. Obviously there is. There's some way to progress through this, and I just don't know what that is at this point in time. And we also saw there was like this weird red stuff holding these boulders in place. So obviously that'll disappear at some point in the future as well. We had the bug that went up there. Okay, well, and there was a bug that went around to the backside over here. So I assume there's going to be some way to get over to that. So we have another end of the track here. I wonder if we can follow that track a little bit, if that would... Oh, there isn't a track up here. That's just the trail that goes all the way around to the back. Right, and we weren't able to open these at all either. Yeah, it's closed. That's still closed. Nothing new there. Okay, well, I wonder where we have to go next in order to progress. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I think that's what the waterfall did. Yeah, when this thing was turned back the other way, I don't think we can turn it back. Depending on which way we had that facing, there was water pushing up against this down here like it is now. So that got me thinking that the water's pushing up against that bottom side. We should be able to turn this thing, and sure enough, we were able to turn it. Okay, so that lever actually did have a use, and so did turning on that waterfall that helped push this thing open. Cool. So now we have access back here. All right, so let's continue along. This is a nicer looking spot. Right, so we still have river that we can't cross. There looks like a little spot right there where people have camped out or something. Butterfly! Like a door. There's a fishing pole. Fish pail. Alright. I thought something was just like... had a glint on it or something. It looked like maybe I could mess with it. I guess not. What is this? A cooking pot or something? Okay. And we have a canteen. There is a little path that goes back over here, which kind of loops us back around to where we just were. Alright, so we have clothing. Nothing of which that we can mess with. We have a washboard. Okay. A hammock. Can I take a sleep? No. Alright, so I don't think there's anything here that is useful, but it is kind of interesting to see anyway. Alright, so we have more suspended walkways around whatever this thing is. Whatever this is, looks like it can turn. I can't interact with this at all. Alright, so this brings us out here to this structure. We have power poles. We can see what this thing is now. Kind of. I still don't know what that is. But we can see it from a distance anyway. Right, so what do we have? Oh, we can't get in here. I was hoping there'd be some way to climb up or whatever. No, we can't get up on that thing. I'm interested to see if there's a way into this place. There's gotta be a way into this place. Look at this bundled cable thing. Alright, I'm sure that's important. We'll figure out where that goes. Oh, wow. Alright. We got lots of cones around here. We got cinder blocks or whatever. Nothing of use. It looks like gas station. Can't do anything with that. Can we crank? Oh, we can. Yeah, that must be doing something. That hose goes off somewhere. Can we interact with this? No. I don't know what I'm seeing in there, but that thing has definitely got a little mark on it, so I guess we're supposed to go in here somehow. Garage door appears to be closed. No smoking. Got a little bit of gas back here, I suppose. Okay, let's get off. I guess cross the bridge over here. Did I just see my mouse cursor hit the little dot? I don't think so. I thought I did for a second there. So this is Erickson, next left, Riggsville. That sign's kind of like going into the mountain a little bit. I don't know if that means anything or not. Got a phone booth. All right, so all of these don't have a number except for the number 2, or don't have a dot in the number except for number 2. So what happens if we do number 2? I wonder if this is where those playing cards come in handy, where we saw like the ace 3 something. I can't remember. I don't remember. I bet that's where we used this. It'd be like 1 1 3 5 8 or something like that. Was that what it was? Let's try it. Just off, if I can remember. It was like 3 5 8. Maybe not. Maybe I'm remembering that incorrectly. That would be a good place for us to use those cards, though, if we can remember the order of that. I might go back and check that out and then come back here and see if that's what it's used for. Alright, guys, so I just walked all the way back and checked it out. It's actually ace 379, so let's try that. That doesn't appear to do anything, so I guess that's not it. Okay, well, it was worth a shot, right? On the way back, though, I did discover a couple of other things. This big round building here that we saw before, didn't really know what to do with it. Looks like we can walk up to some kind of a walkway around it. That, and there's also a button right here. I don't know what this button does. I didn't press it. We can try and press it now. Nothing, because there's no power. Also, on the way back, I saw that there were stairs over here by where the campground is. Is a trail up here? Maybe not. No, but there is stairs next to this campground area. That kind of leads us back along the same path that we came originally, although we're up higher. And there's a little walkway up here. Aha. So there's nothing for us to do, and it looks like this can come down somehow. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe if this thing's turned around again, the walkway will somehow come out here. I don't know. There's got to be something we can do with that at some point in the future. It doesn't really look like there's much that we can do with it right now, though. Okay, so things that I'm interested in seeing is where that gas line went and where those bundle the cables went. Those are up here just a little bit. Also, I would like to see what's inside here. Maybe we'll do that first since this is the closest of the options. Just right around here. Looks like there's a door over here as well. Might as well go up here and see if the door's locked. Yeah, every door's locked, isn't it? Okay, so I can make it down that little ramp. And now we can really see what this thing looks like. Oh, weird. Okay. Whoa. Okay, this goes off into nothing. I assume if we turn this somehow, the staircase will go somewhere we want it to, maybe? Maybe. Well, at least we got a view of like what's around here. So it's like a building partway into the rocks right there. Some train cars, part of a train station kind of a thing. It's so random how these things are laid out like this. I wonder if they're going to explain any of this to us. I'm sure they will. Of why this is all happening. Okay, we can't go out over here. We can't go out over here. Can we walk around? Oh, we can walk around over on this side, though. Is there anything worth looking at over on this side? It doesn't really appear so, does it? No, there's a whole lot of nothing over here. Okay, so we need to give this thing power, and then we can turn it, I guess, if that's what that even does. Right, so let's check out... Here's the bundled cable. And that connects to... Is this a generator? Output 440 volts. Prime. Start. Prime. I mean, do I have to prime it a few times, or are we just not ready to go there? Oh, this thing says off and on over here. On. Now prime. Okay, it doesn't look like anything's coming through. I might have to pump more gas over here or something. I assume this thing's supposed to fill up full of gas or fuel or whatever. That pipe connects into here as well. And that was that the pipe that came over to the gas station? Yeah, okay, so I might have to crank that a few more times then to get this thing going. I am kind of curious to see what's around here though. Alright, so that's just some kind of a generator then. I thought that looked like a train car. Alright, that's nothing. Alright. This thing is humming for some reason. I'm not sure why. There's like buoys and stuff around it. That's kind of weird. And then this path goes off somewhere. Let's not follow that. Let's try and get that generator running. I think that's our first step to actually making progress here. Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can get out of here anyway, other than the way we came in. Yeah, there's no like jumping. There's no walking off ledges and things like that either. All right, anything in these train cars worth looking at? There's a ramp into this one, so we're supposed to go in here for some reason, I guess. And what that reason is, I don't know. There's nothing in there. All right. Fly butterfly is what that said on the car over here, right? don't know if that means anything. Okay, let's try cranking this a little bit more. Man, I can hear fluid like moving, right? Oh, it stopped. Maybe that's all we had to do. Do it a second time and it stopped. Okay. So let's come over here then. Let's see if we can prime it. You can definitely hear fluid going through the pipe. Okay, well, let's stop making a sound. And that doesn't work. Okay, so I feel like there's something else to this that I'm just overseeing. Overlooking, I guess, would be the correct way of saying that. Well, we're back over here by the humming tower with the wires that go off into nothing. There was this other tunnel over here that we didn't see before. We kind of walked up this path and we're like, okay, there's nothing here. So what do we got back here? There's a keypad. Interesting. How about this one does the 1135 or 379? Like I said, this doesn't have power, right? Okay. So that might be where we use those cards. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe those cards don't do anything. I don't know. It just seems weird that those cards were laid out in such a straight order with the numbers in such a way for them not to do anything. It's another way for us to see this tower, but it doesn't look like we can interact with it in any way at all. So let's try heading up this stone path as well. This leads out into... Oh, looks like we can keep going, actually. Does look like there's a path that kind of switches back over here. Oh, but it doesn't go anywhere. Okay, that's fine. So let's continue along over here. Maybe there is something else this way. Or not. Or not. Yeah, I'm guessing these are what's like making the force field barrier. That would be my guess anyway. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going on. This place is definitely weird. Aha. So I was looking back here at the generator and I was looking at this thing and I was like, wait a second. What's this? What's this? Caution fuel drain. So I think all the fuel we've been pumping over here has just been draining out, right? So if we move this thing down, I believe this indicates that the flow should go up here into the fuel tank, which reads empty. Maybe. Let's give that another try. Yep, I should have looked a little bit more closely at that. I didn't realize that there was going to be a fuel drain on that thing. I don't know if I've ever seen a fuel drain before, but I guess it helps in a game like this. Always pay attention to what you're doing. So now we get to go ahead and spin the crank a few more times here. And hopefully this thing won't be empty this time. All right. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't spin backwards. Hopefully it's not sucking fuel out. Hopefully that is doing the right thing. Yeah, I don't know why it let me spin it backwards. I don't think it's let me spin it backwards before. Anyway, let's go see if that's done anything to this fuel gauge over here. Oh yeah, look at that. Now it says full. Cool. All right, so now we can slide this back. Now we prime it. There it is. Okay, we'll wait for that to get all the way up to the top, I think is what we have to do. I don't know, I've never actually primed a generator before, or an engine, or whatever this thing is. I assume it's a generator. Okay, this thing now shows a light. All right, we got a green light. Yeah, I wonder how long the fuel's gonna last, if it's just good for forever, or if we have to keep filling this up every now and then. Alright, well, it sounds like we did a thing. Let's follow this cable back over here now. Aha! So these lights are now on. Scrap tunnels Sphere, Tower, Farley, CW, but town is not lit up, so we have to do something to get that lit up. The garage and ramp aren't lit either. And then what's this red thing? I don't know what that red thing is. So the sphere, well, maybe, hold on a second. Maybe we should check out this. Those lights on, I can't tell. Can we, is there a way to get in here now? Maybe. Maybe not. All right, well, let's go check out the sphere. Now that we actually did something, we have power going to some places. I feel like we should be able to turn the sphere. I don't know if that's going to do anything for us, but let's do it. Okay, so what did that do? Did that do anything useful? This doesn't connect to anything. What would this ever connect to, though? I think we have to press it one more time. It might connect over here somehow. Maybe this boulder goes away. Well, this side... nothing. Yeah, I think we might have to press it one or two more times. I still don't know what this sphere is going to be used for, though. It looks like those staircases just don't connect to anything. But maybe they will in the future. Can we do anything here now? No, that's so closed. Okay. Let's go press that button again. Move the sphere. We might go back all the way to the town again. All right. I wish it was easier to tell where these things are connected to. All right, so it looks like that's connected to this, which doesn't have a path, which I can only imagine is going to appear later. That's my thinking on this. Yeah, that's silly, but that's the way I feel. It looks like that would connect to something if there was something here, right? The other side would connect to the tree. I don't know. I feel like it's going to connect to something else, though. I still would like to know how to get in here. Don't know how to do that. All right, well, I'm going to walk around, see if anything with that power looks like we can do anything with it. I'm sure there's something else that we have now unlocked. All right, guys. Well, I'm back here in the main town by the blue laser beam. We got some music playing in the background, which kind of, I guess, is some kind of cue that you're somewhere you need to be, right? So I was noticing over here we have a button, and there's a light. What's button do? Aha! Okay, so we got some stuff. We got another button. Oh, we can close it back behind me. I was thinking that might open this one, but I guess not. Okay, so we can get back here now. This is a place we haven't been before. We got lights. All right. All right. So I can see where the blue laser's coming from. Oh, we got some more things back here. Okay, so there's definitely stuff happening. This is most likely where we need to be at this point in time. That one has like a rock or something over it, so maybe that's something we need to remove later, and then we can hear a message from this one. There's a camera. There's a button. Can't press the button from over here. I guess we need to walk around.
This is odd. Why are you so nervous? This is just it. Okay, now what? Okay, that's enough. Caroline, I swear, you are a natural. Where did you get these anyway? Are the Muffins just giving you stuff now? I'm being generous of late. Not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth.
Okay. Not really sure what that's doing for us. So what is this thing? There's a note. Work begins on battery power test. Bleeder topped off, charge topped off. Okay. Battery capacitor log. Wait a second, let me look at that again. What was at the very top? don't reverse plus polarity. Is that what it said? Don't reverse plug polarity. New plug. Okay. So of course we're gonna do it. Well, we connected this thing anyway. Alright, did that give us power to the town maybe? I'm not sure. Anything else back here worth looking at? A blue barrel. Uh-huh. I still am curious if we can do anything with this blue laser. We weren't able to do anything with the red one. This is like on some kind of cart or track or thing that I guess we can move up and down somehow. And there is no way to interact with this thing. It does not look like. Okay, maybe later. So this leads us to follow this track this way. This is someplace new we haven't been yet. So maybe this is the next place we need to go. Ah, we can go off to this direction. Look at this. We have a thing that will turn water on for the tree, maybe? And that's letting water out. Can we walk across this? No. Okay. So I think the next step we need to do now is go over to the tree and see what that water did that we just turned on. Yeah, in order to do that, we have to walk all the way back around again. Of course we do. Is there anything else over here worth noting? No, it doesn't really look like it. There might be something else we can do back here, but I'm just kind of curious to see what that water does that we were just able to now turn on for the first time. Let's see, that was, yeah, that's over here a little bit. I still feel like diagonally sideways is the fastest way of getting around, although it's kind of weird to walk that way. Yeah, so we must be able to get around over here, and then there's the door, or at least something we weren't able to interact with on the back side. Yeah, there's the hose that's going right to the tree. We can't interact with this at all. There's a light down there. Oh, is this... I was thinking this might be a thing we could slide back and forth, but I don't see an interaction icon at all. Can we get into this door now? That is still locked. But there's definitely light down there, so there's a tunnel. How do we get to that tunnel? Alright guys, well I'm still not sure what we need to do around here just yet. I figured we'd come back and talk to the guy with the doorbell. Maybe he's got something to say to us?
Well, power's on. Did you come back for a medal?
We got an achievement.
Sorry, I don't mean to neglect my manners. My name is Cecil. Most around here call me CW. At least they did. I suppose you gotta move on. But, alright, well, if you ain't sensed already, we're all living within a large cell. It's a dome, wall, carved from prison, more like it. Whatever it is, hems us in. It ain't occurred to you already. It serves us both for you to get through the wall of this place. I locked up the wall with that MOFAG device. That red beam up yonder. Gotta make this work and get home. Scarlet. Scarlet was 7. Lord. I wonder. That red beam.
Interesting. Okay, well, we got an achievement, so we did what we needed to do, and now he's directing us to the red beam. Ooh, that thing's different now, isn't it? I don't think it had that little particle sparkly effect around it before. We'll have to look at this next time. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, leave a like on the episode if you liked it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye, guys.